Do you feel like your time spent on deployment changed you as a person?
Yes. I don't think that I realized how much of an impact it had on me when I was younger as I do now. Like back then it was just a job, and now I realize what the impact of that was, and I definitely think about it a lot more. Like what we were doing. I mean, we were bobbing villages and places pretty much every day. So, I just didn't think about it at the time, but it definitely has had an effect on me.
How did your service affect the way you kind of interacted with people post-service coming home?
So I definitely kind of put it out of sight, out of mind. I never went anywhere and asked for a veteran discount or told anybody I was a veteran or really talked about it unless somebody pried it out of me. I just kind of put that experience behind me like it was a job that I didn't work anymore. And I didn't really understand the gravity of it and what I actually did until probably a couple of years ago. I mean, I've been out for 15 years now, and for the first 12, 13 years, I just kind of acted like I had never done it. Not that I wasn't proud of it. I will always be proud of that, and I'm thankful for going to be able to do that. But I definitely had a lot of guys like me that didn't go and actually participate in combat. We didn't feel like we did anything. I definitely had that way of thinking about it for a long time. Not until I started talking to guys who actually went into combat did I realize that, hey, everybody had a role and everybody was important, because they needed our jets to fly missions and protect them whenever they were out doing their thing on the ground.
Absolutely. Have you attended any reunions?
I have not. I've seen some on Facebook. Been invited to a few, but I've not been to any.
Do you plan on attending any in the future?
I might. It depends if it works out. Being a family man and having kids makes it hard to justify going and doing stuff like that, but if there's anything close, it's always stuff that's pretty far away, so that's why I never end up going.
What are some lessons that you learned from your military service that you feel like are still persistent in your life today?
I would say just the biggest thing is work ethic and being able to take constructive criticism and not get emotional about everyday things. That's probably the biggest thing, is I don't let my emotions run what I do. And I wish a lot more people learned how to do that. That's probably my biggest takeaway from the military. I mean, whenever you go to boot camp, yeah, there's a physical part of it, but the biggest thing is mentally preparing you to take orders and do what you're supposed to do without really second thought.
Absolutely. And we've kind of danced around your career and your civilian life. How do you feel like that career has allowed you kind of the best of both worlds? You know, what you enjoyed doing in the military versus being the family man that you pride yourself on?
Well, I mean, I still work for the military. So I still work for the government just as a civilian contractor. I work with the military every single day. So I'm able to affect that and be part of that. And also be able to stay here and not have to deal with actually being in the military. So I still got my foot in the door.
Kind of the best of both worlds.